High Priestess Sumerain, Egyptian Tarot Card Reader. Hello and welcome to High Priestess Sumerain's Egyptian Tarot Card Reading today. Today is November 17th and I'm doing the reading for the entire weekend, the 17th, 18th, and 19th. And yes, that's it. That's Friday through Sunday. And I just want to say thank you to all those who watched my Pisces reading. I didn't really get a lot of comments, but I did get some likes, so I know that you guys like the Pisces reading because the other ones are barely even noticeable. And remember what I said yesterday, I live in a city, so there's going to be some city sounds. And I'm not going to stop the camera anymore because this is just life and I got to deal with it. The sounds don't bother me as much, and maybe in my editing of this video and getting it up there I can diminish the noise. But anyway, I'm an Egyptian tarot card reading and I utilize Egyptian tarot card decks. The first one I use is this, the Ancient Egyptian Tarot by Clive Barrett. Okay, these are the cards right here by Clive Barrett. The Egyptian themed, and their readings or their meanings come from ancient Egypt. And then I have the Anubis Oracle, which is an oracle. I pull cards. See right over here, these cards, I pull them to give you one sort of oracle verbatim reading so that you can take with you this weekend. But again, like I said, today we're doing a Pisces reading since it was so popular. And let's just get started. I mean, I'm looking at all this and intuitively I don't see anything wrong happening or bad happening here. As a matter of fact, I see people partying, having a good time. These are all women, maybe all girlfriends or families of multiple generations, but they're having a good time. They don't have a care in the world, and that's just it. They are not necessarily being intuitive at this moment, but what they are doing is expressing emotions and physicality. Physicality meaning that they're in this setting, sitting, having a good time, drinking, whatever they're drinking, and the emotion is just happy to be there and joyful. So this is the context card for the Piscean reading. And it means to me that this is a good start to the weekend, right? It's a good start to the weekend. I believe this may extend all the way through, sort of a happiness, sort of a joyfulness, sort of a I'm not looking back at things, but definitely having a good time. Next to her, and let me just explain again, I shuffle the cards before I put them out because I don't like taking all that time up on the screen. We have the Queen of Cups. She is intuitive. This is the influence on the situation. She's admired. This is a woman who may not want to go or be in a party atmosphere, but she is greatly admired. And she's sort of a loner because she is so intuitive. She's in the middle of the ocean on a rock. But the ocean is tranquil, and she has an ibis with her, a bird that she's actually petting. So this influence on this situation, I believe, is an individual who may not hang out or who hangs out, but if they don't hang out, it's because they are just maybe an introvert, right? And for all you guys that are partying, you have to respect that about people. They may not want to come out and be in crowds, but we don't know exactly who all these people are. And here we have Two of Discs. Woman's dancing, someone's playing a tambourine. And what this seems to suggest is that keep on moving. Keep on moving. Don't stop moving. Keep moving forward. This card is about change. So this is the picture that you show the world. You just keep moving. And it may seem like a dance to some people. Like how do you do it? How do you keep on going when you know that there is a war or an ending of a war or something here with these men sitting? Peace is being thrust upon them, but here this woman is in peace. I'm not exactly sure what that card really means in respect to this deck, but there's excuse me, I'm trying to do a new thing, put them up. There's four swords around them, and there's a army going into a fortress. Now, obviously no one's fighting. They're communing. She's dancing. She's relaxing. These people are partying. So this week is going to be a mix of trying to get done, trying to do that dance that you do to get things done, a little bit of intuition going on, wanting to be alone, and also feeling like there is some peace. Feeling like the war is over. It's just time to be joyful. And remember that you are attractive. And that you're going to have a good time this weekend. Let's pull some clarifying cards because I'm a little stuck. Again, this is a Pisces reading for November 17th through the 19th. Friday. So I just, after taking this phone call, which you know what? This thing needs to be turned down so I don't hear it. It's my phone. It needs to go somewhere. So what I'm going to do is cut, and I'm going to lay out 4 more cards to see if we can get some more information about this. I'm going to start this way first. Sorry, took a little pick. A little peek. A little pick, a little peek. Okay, can you see those? Let's see. Is that better? Can we come a little closer? Nope, I think we need to stay where we were at. Alright. So I pulled out 4 clarifying cards. Okay? So let's start. These folks are, whether or not they like it or not, they are in a time of peace. Alright? This is a time of change. This is the time of communing with the universe. And this is a time of partying. Pisceans are complex. So let's start here. This is the Prince of Wands. And he is on fire. The Lion, strong. We have the Disc, the Ace of Disc. We have the 5 of Disc. And then we have the Moon. The Ace is the same as when you're reading playing cards. It's a sign of change, irrepressible change. This woman's moving forward because she wants to make changes in her life, and she's doing so intuitively. Now, there was a time, however, when you or someone you know were really depressed, really sad, living in a barren life. Can you see this? I'll show them all to you again. Living in a barren land. But as you can see, the influence on the situation is that it has made a move. It's moved from being sad and upset and just all the bad things you think about to being regal and connected with the universe and intuition. Right? I don't know if I showed you the Ace of Swords. This is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Disc. And this is about change. We have here the Prince of Wands. And this is really about serious energy. Serious energy that is on its way. So while these people are sitting there thinking that everything is okay, and while this person's dancing, moving toward her thing, there is some generation of some energy that's coming that is just like going to set you on fire. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. What happens is many things that you've put out are going to come back to you. Remember that karma thing? Things put out are going to come back to you. Could be prosperity on many levels, relationships, health, finances, however you see prosperity. But you're on fire and you're a lion. You are a lion. So you're fearless. You're fearlessly moving forward. And this is the disc of change. Irrepressible change, meaning this on fireness, this thing that is going to happen, that is going to propel you into a new sphere, a new phase, a change, a change is going to deliver you from this and bring you to this. And then you have the Moon card. Two choices. Everything is always two choices. Maybe because three is a little bit harder. One or two. You know, you're going to get up. And you're going to walk through those pillars. And you're going to realize yourself. And what you're going to see about yourself in this context is that you have everything you need right in yourself. Of course, friends and family are wonderful, but you have everything you need inside yourself. Hence, the singularity of these women. Hence, the man in the chariot who might bring the news or bring the fire, bring the energy, bring the living back. Here we have the Ace of Change. Look, this is war. War's over. But it's not about a war beginning to begin. It's about change coming. And thank God the change has already brought you from this to this. And walking through and beneath the moon, walking through the pillars that are guarded. It brings you to your tribe. So this is a great reading. You're going to find that within 4 weeks, 4 months, 4 years, there's going to be some very serious changes you will be happy for. You'll be happy for the rest, but the bottom line is the rest won't be long, because the chariot and the lion are bringing the courage and the fire to make the change necessary, to never go back to here again, to stay here as this regal, diplomatic woman is, being able to withstand the scariness of being in the middle of the water, touching a wild animal, which is the ibis, a bird of ancient Egypt, then the moon, and then walking into your restoration, into your crowd. There's something that you have to do. There's something that has to occur. There's something here that wants to come out of you or come out of the universe to gift to you. It's not about you being around people. It's about you being prosperous and abundant in your relationships. And they may not be family relationships. They may be work-related friendships. Or they may be you juggling a lot of things at one time and spreading them too thin. But if you count on your intuition, you'll be able to see the transformation in yourself, in your situation, and you will be riding this chariot, and all the good stuff that's supposed to come to you is going to come to you. I think this is a very good reading, because it says, it really brings to the fore birth, realization, understanding for us Pisceans. Now I know you folks probably like, oh, she's reading her own cards. No, I'm not reading my own cards. I'm a Pisces, but I'm reading all of our cards for the weekend. There's something coming this weekend. or within 4 weeks, 4 years. I would say 4 hours for days, but that sounds a little quick. But the weekend is only, what, 3 days starting on Friday? But you got good stuff coming your way. Let's check out the oracle and see what we have here for you. Something that may go along with this message of change and growth and movement and intensity. We have Ma'at. She is the ultimate goddess in ancient Egypt. And I'm going to read her words to you straight from the book. Ma'at is the internal divinity who created order from chaos since the beginning of time. She represents cosmic law, divine order, and justice. She is also balance for which we strive. Her symbol is an ostrich feather, which is right here, which represents truth, cosmic truth, not relative truth, cosmic truth, cosmic truth. This is relative truth, because it's just sitting here talking to her. This is cosmic truth because she's connected to the universe. Ma'at is a powerful balancer. From this to this. From chaos to harmony. Irrepressible change. Not bad. Good with the fire. Ma'at is a powerful balancer and adjuster who helps us to accept the love and truth about ourselves. And we could be spread a little too thin. But for some reason it's not making her feel bad. The light, the dark, no difference. The light, the dark, no difference. Her brilliant radiance reflects back our own light to us so that we may truly see who we are and know where our work lies as we move ahead to greater wholeness. As we move ahead to greater wholeness, that irrepressible force. She is a regal mistress who reigns over the hall of mirrors. She sees beyond right and wrong and creates divine justice in our affairs. All beings serve this radiant one, for she embodies cosmic law. Her very being provides nourishment for the gods. In death, our hearts are weighed against the feather of Ma'at, who is the balancer of good and evil, must be found to be as light so that we may awaken Osiris, the goal of every ancient Egyptian. We lighten our hearts through self-acceptance and through love. Pulling this card indicates Ma'at is giving you an opportunity to see yourself clearly and love and accept yourself just as you are. Take some moments to merge with Ma'at and feel the adjustment and balance she brings to your heart. As you gaze, and this is Ma'at back here, when you gaze into her radiant brilliance, you can glimpse a truth that might be evaded you until now. Learning to express Ma'at is a prerequisite to moving to the next level of consciousness. In your outer world, she may be restoring greater balance, greater balance, greater balance, sitting, fire, change, greater balance, bringing you back to some prosperity. As you gaze into her radiant brilliance, you can glimpse a truth that might have evaded you until now. Learning to express Ma'at is a prerequisite to moving to the next level. In your outer worlds, you may be restoring greater balance and creating order in the wake of some chaotic situation that occurred in your life. Yes. 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 Take time and make space to let in the order Ma'at brings. Now, again, about these Egyptian gods and goddesses and major and minor arcana. Do we have any major arcana here? The moon is the major arcana. But the gods and goddesses, Look them up and see what they're about, because you might be surprised at how much they have in common with some of the gods that we have in our contemporary world. I want to thank you for staying for this reading. I really do appreciate your time that you shared with me. And remember, this goes to the whole weekend. If I come up with some more stuff, I'll read it again and give you another one tomorrow. But right now, this is it for the 4th, from the 17th until the 19th. And remember, Ma'at is the great balancer, the right and wrong. So don't forget, karma's a bitch. You give out bad stuff, you get bad stuff back. You put out poor quality work, you get poor quality sent back. You give out good quality, you get back. It's whatever you reflect into the world is what you receive. What you reflect is what you receive. Do you know what you're reflecting? 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 Can you see yourself? Thank you for Thank you for visiting me. And I wish you a phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal weekend. Be blessed.